Good morning, sunshine, evening moonlight, wherever you're at. Let me begin the show by saying thank you. This is Charlie, your podcast host. Let's get to it. A couple of weeks ago, I was sitting in a coffee shop. You know, the one where the baristas have those tattoos that mean something completely profound, and the Wi-Fi password is drink more coffee. I wasn't just scrolling Instagram or pretending to write a novel like half of the people in there. I was actually watching. Really watching people. Not in a call security kind of way, but more like, wow, humans are fascinating. There was this woman that was typing on her laptop. She looked like she was auditioning for the next action movie. Her fingers were a blur. And I thought, what invisible script is driving her right now? Maybe something like, if you stop, you'll fail. And if you fail, you're worthless. And that's when it hit me. We're living by invisible scripts. You know, the ones they tell you how to behave, what to value, and even how to feel about yourself? They're not written anywhere, but somehow they run our entire lives. These aren't the good kind of scripts that make a blockbuster movie. These are the ones that turn your life into a boring, anxiety-ridden drama where the plot twist is more anxiety.
I'm about to blow your mind.
You are not who you think you are. I'm sorry, you're not this perfectly unique, self-made individual that social media is making us believe right now, navigating life with free will and boundless creativity. You're not even the director of your own movie. You're more like the guy holding that boom mic, just trying not to get in the way. You're a collection of hand-me-down stories, inherited traumas, or cultural programming, societal expectations. And they started downloading into your brain before you could even say, what the hell is a brain?
Bruh.
Let me prove that to you. Let's bring in epigenetics, a game changer in the world of science. Researchers have found that trauma isn't just a psychological thing. It can literally change your DNA. Dr. Rachel Yehuda from Mount Sinai School of Medicine found trauma doesn't just live in your memories. It lives in your molecular structure. In her study of Holocaust survivors and their children, she discovered that traumatic experiences could modify gene expression. These genetic markers can be passed down through generations, creating what she calls transgenerational trauma transmission. It's like your DNA is keeping a traumatic family scrapbook you never asked to inherit.
Your grandma's bad day in 1942 is now part of your emotional blueprint.
It's like emotional hand-me-downs, but instead of an ugly sweater, you've inherited anxiety. You've got about 86 billion neurons firing off 70,000 thoughts per day. It's impressive. Only a study from Harvard's Behavioral Insights Group found that 95% of those thoughts are the same ones you had yesterday. The average human operates on approximately 95% autopilot. That means only 5% of our daily decisions are truly conscious. We're talking about 286 decisions per day, and most of them, they're completely scripted. So where am I getting at? You got to understand, what we feel and what we do is like opening a Netflix every day and realizing that we're just watching reruns of our least favorite show.
We're not creating, we're repeating.
Cognitive psychologist Dr. Daniel Kahneman, who was a Nobel Prize winner, by the way, identified something called narrative fallacy. Our brains are storytelling machines that love connecting dots, even when those dots have nothing to do with each other. We create coherent stories to make sense of randomness, and those stories become our invisible scripts. And a longitudinal study tracking 10,000 individuals over 30 years found that people who believed in a success script were 40% more likely to achieve significant career milestones, not because the script guaranteed success, but because believing in the script changed their behavior. So let's talk about cognitive biases. We've been hearing a lot about it lately. Those little tricks your brain uses to keep you in your comfort zone. Well, they're like your brain's propaganda ministers, spinning everything to fit the narrative you already believe, such as sunk cost fallacy. I've spent 5 years in this job I hate. I can't quit now. I've been with the same guy for 20 years. I can't leave him now. And the halo effect? This person is rich, so they must be smart. Confirmation bias. I read one Facebook post that agrees with me, so I am clearly right. These mental shortcuts aren't evil. They're evolutionary tools designed to help us survive. But when paired with invisible scripts, they can trap us in cycles of unexamined beliefs. So why do we have these scripts? Get up. So enter psychologist Albert Bandura. Ever heard of the Bob doll experiment? Bandura showed that kids who watched adults punch an inflatable clown were more likely to punch it themselves. So the lesson, we are social mimics. From childhood, we absorb behaviors and beliefs from the people around us. Family, media, the schools, they're all handing us scripts and we're dutifully memorizing our lines. By the time you're 7 years old, about 70% of your core beliefs are already set in stone. 7. That's before you even learnt multiplication or realized that, well, maybe Brussels sprouts aren't the enemy. The invisible scripts aren't just personal. They are collective. Every culture has its unwritten rulebook. In Japan, the concept of ikigai scripts individual purpose. In the United States, the American dream script has been driving behaviors for generations. And the twist? These scripts evolve. What worked for our grandparents might become toxic for you. Progress means constantly interrogating these inherited narratives. So, you might be asking, what's the solution? Well, first, you've got to see the code. You cannot fix what you don't know is broken. So I've put in a few things that we can actually do today. Step 1, awareness. Mindfulness meditation. I know a lot of you say you're too fidgety, your brain's all over the place, you keep chattering, you don't know what to do with that, you can't sit still for more than 2 minutes. That's a sad excuse because everybody can do some form of mindfulness meditation. You can do it in your sports, you can do it in your shower, you can do it before bedtime, you can do it wherever you want. What you just need to do is be able to focus your mind out of your mind. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to give you a trick. The eyes are the extension of the brain. It's the only part of the brain that we actually see.
Read about EMDR therapy.
You'll understand that manipulating with your eyes can really give you a lot of hack. Everybody has experienced this at one point. You must have stared into space somehow, whether it's space itself or looking at a mirror, and then suddenly you realize for a split of a second you lost your brain somewhere. See that feeling? That's the one you want to bring back. That's the one that, the one that probably freaked you out the first time it happened and you just could have sworn you just got yourself into an Alzheimer's mode. Well, it is about letting it go. And you have to practice it. Guys, there are no shortcuts to meditation or anything else on this world. There are hacks, there are different ways, there are different points that you can trigger, but there are no shortcuts. That feeling, that second of, holy crap, where the hell am I? Or whereby you felt like your eyes is going across, or it's just stuck in one place. Do that again. Look into the mirror and just stare deep into it, where you're challenging yourself to look through and to find your soul. At one point, when you catch yourself, you're going to realize that, for example, your right eye, the pupil, is tilted a bit more inwards than it usually is. This is really a cool way to learn how to stop the chatter. And if you practice that, it starts with a second, it moves on to the second, and it goes on to 10 seconds and a minute and 2 minutes. Nobody is asking of you to act like a monk sitting on a hilltop in Nepal. And this is not what this podcast is about. And if there is a monk out there that's listening to this podcast, please stand up.
Let yourself be. Be the observer of who you are.
Alternatively, visualize yourself. See you in front of your eyes. Close your eyes and see yourself and focus on that. Just start with that. Start seeing who you are and what you are standing for at that moment. Bring in some light to it, bring in some color to it, and love that. You see, learning to love yourself is
Good job. I am so proud of you.
everything. And it's one of the hardest things to do. We all have self-doubt. And one of the things that we self-doubt the most is that we'll ever be able to stop the chatter in our brain. It is so self-competitive. It's wild. But don't shrug off a form of meditation in your life. Don't sit there and challenge it as if you are meant to be a self-proclaimed guru of sorts.
When the truth is, it's all in your breathing. All you have to do is focus on that deep breath.
So give yourself a break.
3, 2, 1.
Another way to help yourself see that code is to journal. In my days, we used to have something called Dear Abby. I have no idea if it still exists, but there's a reason why we have Dear Diaries. And when journaling, you're thinking of it as debugging your mental software. Line by line, belief by belief. Write them down and reread it a week later. You're going to realize how much you've grown.
They hit the ground. Does anyone hear them?
Step 2, micro disruptions. Start small, and if your script says you must always say yes, practice saying no. Just once to something small, something tiny, something not so relevant, but just say no if you keep on saying yes. And step 3, find new scripts. Surround yourself with people who challenge societal norms. Read books, listen to podcasts, wink, wink, and expose yourself to new perspectives. This idea of birds of the same feather flock together is quite brain shriveling.
Challenge yourself.
History shows us that when we do challenge the status quo, we change the narrative. Rosa Parks sat in defiance of segregation laws. Greta Thunberg said screw the age script and influenced global climate policy before she was legally allowed to drink. And you could be next.
Mist in your mind, just take a look. Feathered friends in cosmic book.
Unmasking invisible scripts isn't just personal. You have to understand that it's revolutionary. Every time you question a belief or rewrite a narrative, you contribute to a ripple effect that changes the collective consciousness. Woo! Breaking these scripts isn't just psychological. It is revolutionary.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Social movement theorists like Dr. Ernesto Laclau suggest that large-scale social changes happen when enough individuals collectively challenge existing narratives. So consider this. Every major social transformation, whether it's civil rights, women's suffrage, LGBTQ plus rights, started with individuals saying, hang on a minute, this script doesn't work for me. Your personal script breaking, it's not just personal. It is a potential catalyst for broader social transformation. Your brain, this incredible 3-pound supercomputer, deserves better than being stuck in a loop of what will Karen from accounting think of my spreadsheet? Or why did that girl say that about me? You've got the pen in your hand. Your life isn't a preset movie. It is a blank page. And you can turn the page
Every single morning.
So here's your golden nugget for the day. Take a hard look at your life. Ask yourself, who wrote this script? Do I even like it? If not, throw it out. Rewrite it. Start living your story, not someone else's, because honestly, life's too short to be an extra in your own movie.
Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it.
1, audit your script. Spend 1 week writing down every assumption you make and reread it. You'll be shocked. 2, challenge one belief weekly. Do something that directly contradicts an inherited belief. Try that. It's very interesting. And 3, cultivate curiosity. Read widely, talk to people that are completely different from you. And remember, you're not just changing your life, you're potentially rewriting the human narrative.
Thank you for tuning in.
Take care of yourself and don't shy away from exploring who you are. Sure, you might lose a few people along the way, but think of it as shedding dead leaves to grow stronger branches. It's okay. Just make sure you're doing it consciously. No bulldozers needed, please. Until next time, keep being your amazing, chaotic, perfectly imperfect self. Oh, and before you go, do me just a tiny favor. Please hit the follow button, leave a comment, a true comment, and drop a review. What you say truly matters to me, like deeply. Your support is the fuel of the circus train, and I promise to keep improving. I'm on a mission to prove that even when we think we're nobody and we're not famous, you can still be someone for somebody. So take care, stay curious, and remember, nobody cares about those chickens, but someone out there definitely cares about you.
Nobody cares about the chickens, minds the world we're kicking. Elevate the soul, let it fly, find new ways to
This show is sponsored by thechaos.co, www.lechaos.co. Genderless, sustainable, trendy lifestyle.
Mom, somebody just followed me.